Hi, I'm going to show you how to make banana pudding cups. It's going to be made in 3 different segments, and the first one we're going to start with is the cup. What you'll need for this part is 1 bag of chocolate chips. I'm using milk chocolate because it tastes better, and some almond bark. So what we do is we take some almond bark and put it into the smaller bowl, and in the larger bowl we're going to pour almost the whole bag. We're going to save just a little bit, and then we microwave them until they're smooth. Continue mixing them while you're microwaving so that they don't burn. Now while the chocolate chips are heating up, you need to start blowing up balloons. Yes, we need about 10 of these small balloons blown up just big enough so that the bottom of it is about the size of a cup. Because what we're actually going to do is we're going to take these balloons, dip them into the melted chocolate, and put it onto a piece of wax paper and let it dry. And then we'll take the balloons out and you'll have a cup. So start blowing up balloons. Once your chocolate is smooth enough to use, set it aside just for a little bit so that it can cool, so that it's not too hot for the balloons. So the first thing you need to do is put a small blob of the chocolate directly onto the wax paper. This is just so that the balloon will have a base to stick to so that it won't roll over once you put it on. Then you dip your balloon into the chocolate, shake off any excess chocolate, and then stick it directly onto the wax paper. And this will be your cup. Now what you'll need for the pudding is 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, 1½ cups of cold water, 1 of these 4-ounce or 4-serving size packets of vanilla pudding mix, 2 cups of whipping cream, which we actually have to whip, and vanilla wafers, and 3 bananas that we need to slice and dip in lemon juice so that they don't brown. Now, to whip whipping cream, what you need is a copper bowl and a metal whisk. If you use just a stainless steel bowl, it'll take so much longer, and if you're going to do it by hand, a copper bowl is definitely the way to go. So we have 2 cups of whipping cream, and we're going to just pour it into the copper bowl and whip. It'll take a long time, but once it's ready, it will start to thicken, and you'll definitely notice a difference. It will go from this to this in only 8 minutes of continuous whipping. So now that I've sliced up the bananas, I'm just going to pour a little bit of lemon juice over them, and it'll cover all of them so that they don't brown. The next thing you need to do is pour your sweetened condensed milk and your water. Oh God. The next thing you need to do all you need to do now is pop the balloons. Now take the balloons out. So this has been cooling for 5 minutes, and it's started to thicken up. And what we need to do is fold the whipped cream into the pudding. After you fold it in whipped cream, it should look smooth like this. And this is our finished pudding. So just a warning, these are probably not a good idea to make for anybody that has a latex allergy. So what we're going to do now is we're going to decorate the outside of the cups because I want to make them look pretty. That's what the almond bark is for. So right now we're going to melt the almond bark in sequences of 30 seconds, stirring between each 30 seconds. So what we're going to do is pour the almond bark into the Ziploc bag or piping bag. And once we've finished with that, we mush it all over to one corner, and then we're going to cut off a little teeny corner so there's just a little stream of almond bark coming out, and we're going to use that to decorate. I'm using the miniature vanilla wafers, so I'm putting in about 3 for each cup, but if you use the bigger ones, you probably only need about 1 or 2. And now the pudding. With your extra banana pudding, which is going to be about half, unless you wanted to make about 20 or 24 of the pudding cups, you can make just a regular banana pudding, which is what I did. So I just took a layer of the vanilla wafers, put them into the bottom of a casserole dish, and I'm putting a layer of the pudding on top. Then I'm going to put a layer of the bananas and another layer of wafers and another layer of banana pudding. Okay, now we're going to make the whipped cream for the top of the banana pudding. And all you need, again, is the copper bowl, a whisk, some heavy whipping cream, and this time we're going to put sugar in it as well, because if there's no sugar, it's just kind of bland. So once you've finished making the whipped cream and your hand has finished cramping up, spoon 1 blob, technical term, of whipped cream on top of each of the pudding cups. I'm going to take the extra chocolate chips that we had left over, and I'm just going to chop them up really small and kind of sprinkle them on top of the whipped cream just as a garnish. You are finished with your pudding cups.